the next segment of the show, which is Keys to the Game. In this segment of Keys to the Game, we like to talk a lot about basketball and situations for the life of overseas basketball that we all can learn from, and really a lot from my experiences that I've been that you can take as a gem or a key to help you have a longer, more successful career. And for this segment of Keys to the Game, we're going to be talking about dealing with bad teammates. What do I mean by dealing with a bad teammate? Dealing with a bad teammate for an entire season can be one of the most stressful ordeals you can go through.
Are you interested in playing overseas basketball one day? I wish someone would have told me 1 year after college I would receive my first pro gig. I wish someone would have told me that having an agent does not guarantee that you will get hired. I wish someone would have told me being cut from a team, because after 10 years in this game, everyone gets cut from a team. Now, after traveling from over 17 different countries and winning up to 7 championships in my pro career, I've put together the 6 most important traits any player needs before starting their career. So go ahead and grab that ebook and get all the information you need today to start your career. Now you can't say no one didn't let you know. So go ahead, grab that ebook and get started so you can become the pro one day. Let's go.
It's going to be like, every person that has been, even like, it doesn't even matter about just the pro level, but just everybody's had that one player at one point in time in their life. They were just like, oh my God, this guy, this girl, this person is just unbelievable. Like, what am I doing next to this person? How did he get on the team? How did she get on the team? And why am I even in this situation in the first place? Like, what am I doing here? Like, they either got a bad attitude, they either got really bad habits that you just don't want to correlate. Like, everybody knows like that one bad. Speaking on like when you were playing overseas and you, like, most teams only have like 2 players. I think I did a stat last year and it said most teams, the average number of players per team is just like 2 players. 1 to 2 players. So, like, for me, I'm always with another import, another American player. That other American player, if we don't get along, it's gonna be a long season. Because normally, you guys gotta bump together. Every road trip, normally you guys are the ones that's training together. And normally it's like, okay, here, I'm in Chile right now, they speak Spanish. You just want to be with someone that you can relate to, and a lot of the time, most imports relate to other imports. I'm another guy from the crib, another American, going to relate to me, and we can chop it up. But if that guy or girl is just like one of those people that you're like, bro, what is up with you? I was talking to a young guy on one of the teams here, and I could just see immediately the other import on his team, they immediately bump heads. And I'm like, bro, y'all got like another 6-7 months together, and y'all have been together 2 weeks, and I already tell, like, this ain't going nowhere. This is not going to be good for either one of y'all, because some of these guys have this type of entitlement. That's the word. They have this entitlement about themselves or situation, or it's not my fault, and the coach this, and this other player is this, and I should be getting the ball more, and they sneak dissing you behind your back, talking about you behind your back, and then they'll come to you and talk about another player. Like, that kind of stuff rubs me the wrong way. But there are teammates like that. And that, I'll give you an example. I love to give examples of the situations that I have particularly been through in my life. About, I think it was 2015, so almost about 9 years ago. Yep, right around the first year I started playing the game. Right around that time, I was on the team with a guy. I was in Colombia, and me and the guy kind of hit it off. He's from the crib. We was rocking, you know, and you think that, you know, hey, this guy's pretty cool, so you know, you always want that guy that's cool. Hey, it's my dog right here. We from the crib. Pull up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got somebody to kick it with. We can play the game together. We chop it up. We go out, hit the town together. I got somebody that I'm gonna rock with. You know, we're gonna go get something to eat. We're gonna do. You always find one that you think is cool. What is it? Wolf in sheep's clothing? Those type of guys. I don't like to speak bad on nobody. Those type of guys, bro. Like those wolf in sheep clothing type of players, teammates, that's just preying on your downfall, talking about you behind your back, doing little sneaky type of things. Those type of guys are the worst. And when I mean like the worst, like why I say about this guy. So this guy, for instance, I was with my ex-wife at the time. We were dating, and me and him used to parlay together, go out, do our 1-2, and a situation happened. I'm not gonna get into deeper about the situation that happened with me and him, but come to find out, this dude was trying to get at my girl, ex-girl at the time, on some sneak dissing type things, because I was doing some things I wasn't supposed to with him, and he felt this was the opportunity to be able to get at my girl by holding some information about me and trying to tear me down to be able to get at her. Now I'm gonna let y'all put the 1-2 pieces together and figure out what I'm talking about. And I'll sum this up by saying, at the end, this guy ended up sleeping with my ex-girlfriend or girlfriend at the time. Let me break the scenario. She ended up being she was my ex-wife. We were living together. We were together every day. We were building a relationship, and I'm thinking, I got me a cool teammate, a real dude that's gonna rock with me, and I have somebody that I'm friends with. Come to find out, this dude been plotting behind my back the entire time to get at my girl. It happens, you know. You're going to run across teammates and players like that in this game. Not every teammate wants you to rock out and say like, I'm your boy, that's my dog, we're gonna rock out, you know what I'm saying? This happened like in the beginning of the season. Halfway through the season, we still had like a whole 2 months something, and I had to literally go through. So you gotta think about it. I had to go to practice every day. We had to play the playoffs. We had to do all these things to try to win the championship. We ended up winning the championship, but it's just like, so when you win it, like, because we won the championship, we extended. So that means we went for longer and longer time together, being next to each other all the time. And I'm like, I have to look at this guy every single day. Every single day I gotta look at this guy and just have a constant reminder of the snake that he was right in front of my face. Sometimes you're gonna have to deal with bad teammates. Sometimes things are gonna happen. I'm just being fully transparent of the situation that happened in my life. You know, this happens. People do these types of things, and you know what? He wasn't the only one that has done some snake type things like that in my career for teammates. You can show as much love and be the coolest guy, but it doesn't matter. Some teammates just are cut for a different cloth, and that cloth is not always something good for you or your career or your, like, you just gotta you have to kind of just have your senses up, your antennas up, and try to just keep it professional and understand how to navigate dealing with these type of people in these type of situations, because you're not always going to have the best teammates and y'all going to be best of friends and everything going to work out. And the game isn't like that. That's why it's so important to become as professional and developing your mindset to be able to handle the BS when it comes, because at the end of the day, it's all about you getting your money. It's all about you getting your money. And I remember this, it's so crazy. I remember him saying after, like, I confronted him about it, and like, for me, after I confronted him about it, I had to go, I went to him and we like to just squash it, because I'm like, bro, my mind is too crazy. I can't think, you know, my mind is all over the place. How do you deal with that in your mind and try to go play for a championship. So it's like, I gotta get it out. I gotta go confront this guy and just talk. Like, I ain't gonna fight you. I'm gonna talk. But he was like, yeah, you know, we need this money and stuff like that. We need this money, so you're gonna do some snake stuff to get my mind all out of whack and create this kind of huge void between the team, because now the whole team knows because I pulled up on Buddy with a huge iron rod and was ready to crack him across the head. You wasn't thinking about our bread, did you? Let me come back and just say, you have to understand that you're not always gonna have the best of teammates, and you just have to understand you gotta be as mentally prepared, and you have to be as professional as you can, because you do have to think about your life and your longevity in your career. Because say I did wild out and fight blah 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 and do something crazy that I shouldn't have done and touched them up, you know what I'm saying? That could have been, that one incident could have led to so much more things detrimental to my career, and I probably wouldn't even be at this point right now because I would have had a bad name and a bad rap for that one situation. So bad teammates, they happen. You just got to learn to, you know, keep it pushing, man. Just continue to develop your mindset, because if you play this game and you play it for a long time, you're going to run across a lot of them, more often than not. And it's up to you to just keep it professional, keep strengthening your mind, keep that mind, like keep just developing yourself just to deal with the BS that's going to happen outside the game and dealing with the people. It's really not just the game of basketball, it's the people you have to deal with while you're in this life of overseas basketball. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's it, man. That's all I got for this segment of Keys to the Game.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.